بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we started to have interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Inshiqaq. We talked until the verse 15. Please listen to the verse 16 to 19.
فلا أقسم بالشفق والليل وما وسق والقمر إذا اتسق لتركبن طبقا عن طبق.
Allah says, فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالشَّفَقِ. Oh, I swear by the afterglow of sunset. وَاللَّيْلِ وَمَا وَسَقَ. And the night and that which it drives on. وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا اتَّسَقَ. And by the moon when she is at the full. لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ. That you shall most certainly enter one state after another. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ. Tabaq, it means one state will come, لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ. It means one state will come after another state. And it falls on the other state. One interpretation, Rahnama, that it is a name of interpretation, says it means one situation or attribute of a mankind will come and follow the other one situation after another. When Allah is talking about the day and night, He is talking about Rubicon that is coming at the sunset, then the darkness will come after that one and remove it. Then moonlight comes and remove the darkness of the night. Then after that, the morning comes. It means one after another, and each one will come and remove the other one. By this example, Allah wants to refer and point out to the situation of the people when Allah says, لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ. That you shall most certainly enter one state after another one. Allah wants to say that people in the world and after that have different stages. One in the world, then after this until Judgment Day, that we say Halat al-Barzakh. And after that, on Judgment Day, as Allama Tabatabai mentions in his interpretation, Al-Mizan, that لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ refers to these three stages of the mankind, this world, and after that, between death and Judgment Day, that it is Barzakh, and after that, Judgment Day, all they will be three different stages. Some scholars, some mufassirin, they said, لَتَرْكَبُنَّ طَبَقًا عَنْ طَبَقٍ is talking about the fate of the people. And Allah wants to say that if you reject my Judgment Day and Quran, be sure that I'm going to do the same that with others and unbelievers before you I have done it. It means I destroyed them and I punished them. And if you reject, I'm going to do the same. And we have a narration that it confirms this idea. But This is only an idea. We reach to the verse 20 to 22. Please listen to these verses.
فما لهم لا يؤمنون وإذا قرئ عليهم القرآن لا يسجدون بل الذين كفروا يكذبون.
Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, فَمَا لَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. But what is the matter with them that they do not believe? What happened and what is the reason? They have seen very good reason and miracle, but still they are not ready to believe. What is wrong with that? Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, and when the Quran is read to them, they fall not prostrate. They are not ready to obey and respect. Quran is going to be recited to them and offered them, but they are not going to accept it and submit themselves to the Quran. بَلِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُكَذِّبُونَ. But on the contrary, the unbelievers reject. Not only they are not ready to obey. Sometimes a person will not submit, but he is not going to reject. But unbelievers are those people, not only they are not going to submit themselves, they are going to reject. It means sometimes you are not giving respect to your parents, but you are not ready to fight them. But unbelievers that Allah is talking about them, Allah says not only they are not ready to worship Allah and obey Him when Quran is recited to them, and challenge them to bring a chapter or verse of Quran, and they acknowledge that they couldn't do that. But even after that, they started to fight it back and deny the Quran and accuse it that it is a lying. When Allah says they are not ready to prostrate, it doesn't mean that really Allah wants to blame them that any time the Quran, the verses of Quran are going to be recited to them, they are not ready to prostrate. No, it means Allah wants to say they are not ready to worship and obey. Otherwise, we had to say that any time that we listen to any verse of Quran, it is obligated to prostrate. And none of the scholars, among Shia and Sunni scholars, nobody believes that. So it means Allah wants to blame them that when Quran is going to be recited to them, they are not ready to worship, they are not ready to listen and obey, not they are not ready to prostrate all the time. But because the prostrate is a very good example of being humble and worship, Allah says they are not ready to prostrate. We understand from this verse, as we said, not only they don't prostrate or worship, their situation is much worse than that they reject and deny it, they accuse it. At least brothers, sisters, if sometimes we hear something, but we are not convinced that it is true, but it is not allowed to reject it. When we want to reject, we must have enough reasoning for ourselves to convince ourselves that in Judgment Day, I have a proof that this is wrong. If I do not have enough proof, I'm not allowed to reject anything. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, بَلِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُكَذِّبُونَ, He wants to say those who reach to this level. It means unbelieving on Allah. When a person reaches to this level, he is going to reject Allah and accuses Allah. It means the roots and reason of such a problem, that which is denying Allah, is unbelieving. Then when Allah is talking about prostrate, He wants to say when you listen to the words of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, you must submit yourself. You must remember that Allah is the one who has created you from nothing, and He offered you His blessings, and you have to appreciate Him by worshiping Him, and the best example of worshiping Him is prostrate to Him. Please listen to the verse 23 to 25.
والله أعلم بما يوعون فبشرهم بعذاب أليم إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم أجر غير ممنون.
Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, Wallahu a'lamu bima yu'un. And Allah knows best what they are hiding. فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. So announce to them a painful punishment. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونَ. Except those who believe and do good. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, who believes, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do good deeds. For them is a reward that shall never be cut off. One of the most important things for the blessings of Allah on Judgment Day, that they will not be cut off in any circumstances. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, yu'un, it is from wa'a, it means dish, and it refers to the hearts. That the hearts of the people are like dish, and there are something in it. And what is in it? It means what is hidden over there. Do you have good belief over there or not? Do you have good intention or not? Do you have good deeds over there or not? When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, Bashirhum, Bashir, it means to give a good news. But sometimes to give a good news, it means really it is a good news. But sometimes it is like when a person is punishing you a lot and you want to punish him back, and you say, okay, take it as something, as a gift. Although it is not a gift. But since he loves to take a gift, you will tell him, okay, this is a gift. Allah says, فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. They want to get a good news? Okay, a severe punishment is going to have to be a good news for them. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا يُؤُونَ. Allah knows the secrets from inside. It means, what do you have in your dish? As I said, the heart is going to be a dish. What do you have over there, and what have you hidden over there? Allah knows all. Then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, بَلِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُكَذِّبُونَ وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا يُؤُونَ. Some people deny the Judgment Day, but they have some goal. Maybe they want to get the position. They understand that this is true, but they reject it because of their goal. They want to achieve some money, property, I don't know, any position, some degree. Allah says, وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا يُؤُونَ. Allah knows what you have hidden over there in your heart. بَلِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُكَذِّبُونَ وَاللَّهُ أَعْلَمُ بِمَا يُؤُونَ. It means sometimes you deny, not because really you do not believe. No, it is because of your benefit. Financial situation, you have some problems, and you want to achieve some money or some property, you are going to reject Allah. Allah says, I know the secrets, and what do you have inside, and what is your intention and your goal. And sometimes we deny, and of course it means we did not understand properly. If we did not understand properly and we tried our best, Allah is going to forgive. But Allah wants to say most of the time we do it because of different reasons. Wallahu a'lamu bima yu'un. At the same time, that deeds are very important, but more important than our deeds is our intention. Allah says, I know what is your intention. It means sometimes we have a good deed, but we are not going to get the reward because our intention was not good. We wanted to show off. We worshipped Allah, we went to pilgrimage, but we wanted to show off. So Allah says, there is nothing over there. There is no reward. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, it means the people are going to suffer on Judgment Day, except those people who believed first, but this is not all. This is very important, but this is not all. Believe and good deeds. وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and have a good deeds. لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونَ, they have rewards that will not be cut off. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, it means He wants to say these two are correlated. They have been joined. And they will not be separated from each other. It means maybe they will be separated, but it has no value. Nobody can say believe is working 100%. No, 50-50. Both should be together and attached. And when He says, لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ غَيْرُ مَمْنُونَ, it means the blessings of Allah are in such a way that Allah will not blame you because of that, or He is not going to ask you a favor because of that. Without anything like that. And definitely they are not going to cut off in any situation. We ask Allah to help us to be in such a way in this world until in Judgment Day we will have such a blessings of Allah. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.